licks, boy, I bust up. And found a plan to make it rich. Middle finger up, for a hater in this bitch, boy, on my side. Let's get it poppin' like some high fries. I told him fuck the runner, cause I'm trying to catch the top guy. Give it up. This is Coochie Van, no Dooney truck. Say you got the soldier here, and we shoot it up. Niggas always capping nowadays, ain't nothing new. Pillow talking for the hoes, get clapped for acting cool. Pistol packing double D's and all these hoes, we in the stew. You move on, bitches popping out just like a zoo.
What's up, homies? How y'all feeling today? Y'all good? Y'all Gucci? You know what I'm saying? Chill. Not too much. But, what's up, homies? Y'all good? Y'all chilling? Alright, before we get into today's reaction, I want y'all to do before you even get to the video, like, make sure you drinking your water, subscribe, tell a friend. Make sure you follow the socials. I gotta see this twice. Cause I be peeping. We getting up in there in subscribers. I'm telling you, that road to 1K is going crazy. We gonna get there, gang. I'm trying to tell you, we gonna get there. But this is a video I've been seeing on the timeline. I'm like, why everyone's so intrigued by it? It's the why Chris will soon be a nightmare for MrBeast. If you know me, I used to watch MrBeast heavy, gang. I used to want to be in one of his videos. Hey, MrBeast, fly me out for a video. I'll win any challenge. I'll win the challenge. I will win the challenge. Don't play with me, alright? Chill. But we about to get into this why Chris will soon be a nightmare for MrBeast video. Alright, let's get into it.
The Chris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for MrBeast's brand. However, it may also provide some unique benefits. So let's begin by going over the drama before explaining exactly how this will impact the MrBeast channel. In mid-2022, fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. In the early days, he represented the quintessential southern gun and truck-loving dude. Yet beginning in March 2022, Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making tweets such as, "I finally got my nails done at a nail tech." Additionally, Chris would highlight that his facial appearance had changed significantly since the start of the pandemic, which accompanied another post reading, "Okay, so in 4 different customs I had to prove I was myself because I, quote, look nothing like my passport pic, so much that I'm considering updating my passport. Do you see any resemblance?"
Not gonna lie, Chris does look different. Does Chris still go by he, him pronouns? Let me know in the comments below, because I really don't know. I don't want to get their pronouns wrong. So I'm gonna just say their and them.
Prompting replies such as, "You went from man to boy." Chris responded by stating, "Nah, to be honest, I just really started taking my mental health seriously and eating better." Yet his Twitter photos kept insinuating that Chris was becoming more feminine, with this same kind of look showing up in his MrBeast appearances. For example, on the 6th of January 2023, Beast Reacts uploaded a video titled "I strapped a GoPro to a fish," in which Chris dressed in a way that prompted comments such as, "Chris has been adopting more and more traits that remind me of my grandmother." Okay, so some people just gonna ignore Chris.
I don't care about the nails, but why they roast this show said Chris has been adopting more and more traits that remind me of my grandmother. Grandma Chris?
Nails. Chris had to have lost a bet. The look is getting wild. The response to the video then prompted countless viral TikToks, such as this one with 700,000 likes, stating, "How did Chris go from this to this?" While others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay. Now, this was pretty ridiculous, as Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he and Carl had even...
Also, I want to use my own. Oh, that's cool for Chris. I didn't know he was bisexual.
The true catalyst for Chris Tyson's feminization instead seemed to have come from his marriage. In January 2022, Chris would post a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he'd painted his nails. Chris confirmed the split in a post from March 2023 reading, "For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated," with this also confirming that Chris's transformation began as soon as his marriage came to an end. Chris went from lighting campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails. As the criticism continued to pile, Chris announced that he'd be taking a break from social media. And while there was a possibility that Chris...
Bro, these motherfuckers hating, bro. You see these hate comments, bro? That's the one thing about, like, becoming, like, a content creator and stuff. It's like, bro, even me, I'm a small content creator, and I still get my fair share of hate comments. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Why are you so pressed? I don't let it get to me. I just, you know what I'm saying, go chill. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, I don't let it get to me. Motherfuckers be, I don't know. I just don't see the point of how people just take their time out their day just to hate. Bro, you had a million things to do, and you wanted to hate. But in my opinion, if you, listen, I don't mind getting hate comments. Because, listen, it's still a comment. You still want to boost the analytics. So, hey, gang, if you want to hate, come on.
Would make efforts to return to his former self. He'd rather do the opposite and double down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this, before making the announcement that he'd been doing HRT for approximately 2 months, which according to a quick Google search is the medical process for changing genders. Chris would expand on this by stating, "Informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions about their own bodies," which received a positive response from both Carl and MrBeast, who wrote, "Got you, I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity, others weren't so welcoming. "There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Weak man times." Chris responded to this comment by stating, "This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs for me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with hate, it's taught by people like you, and my child will only know love. I know I'm going to be a great parent, and so is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up as my best and happiest self for him. In a way, this was for Tucker." Chris's response...
Bro, why are they hating so bad? But that was a W response, in my opinion. He couldn't have responded to that any other way. But it's like he said, people are born with hate, bro. I mean, not born with hate. People are not born with hate. That almost got dicey for a second. People are not born with hate. I mean, like, even when, like, you see, like, racist kids and all that shit, people who say the N-word, the hard R, whatever the case may be. Bro, that shit was taught to them, bro. No kid is born with these ideals, none of that shit, bro. It's really about how you raise your children. Motherfuckers don't understand that. They think because if a trans woman raises a boy that the boy's going to have issues growing up. No. I know many people, including myself, that were raised by women, and we're strong people. We're strong, independent men. It don't matter if you're raised by a woman. It doesn't matter if you're raised by a man. Honestly, none of that shit really matters. So I don't understand why people always want to bring up, oh, father this, father. No, bro, you could be raised by a woman, bro. Or if you want to be, or you could be raised by a trans woman. Doesn't really matter. Cis women, my fault, not saying trans women aren't women, but cis women, trans women, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Received some positivity such as, "I'm convinced you're an amazing father. Tucker is lucky to have you and also lucky to have all of those who surround and support you in his life, as well as I adore that, I'm glad you made that decision. It's so much easier to be a parental figure when you're not struggling with dysphoria, yet he'd also receive an equal amount of backlash. You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being alone. Must have missed the point in that tweet. How's this for him when you're depriving him of a father figure?" Although Chris wasn't altered by these comments, as he'd once again reiterate his certainty in a new post reading, "It's never too late to start being yourself," which received praise from MrBeast as well as Nolan and Carl. However, these comments also added extra fuel to the fire. In a few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. MrBeast responded to this with a simple opinion irrelevant ratio, to which the original commenter would state, "I have 30 followers, so go ahead and ratio me. I'll still rest easy knowing that I'm not a coward who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life." In some ways, it was nice to see the boys standing up for Chris on Twitter.
Yo, bro, why are they coming at MrBeast so hard, bro? So, he's damned if he support his friend, he's damned if he don't. It's like, damn. Like, I low-key like have a love-hate relationship for Twitter, because bro, Twitter, it's like motherfuckers be so cruel in that bitch, bro. I be seeing these comments, bro, and it's like, if he feels as though he's more comfortable, I still don't know if he's still going by he, him pronouns, but if Chris feels as though that it's more comfortable for them to, you know, to go by a woman now, let that shit go. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. That's the problem with people. Y'all be getting people's business a little too much. Like, y'all on dick, bro. Like, you're literally, like, these people that are hating on Chris, bro, you're literally on your knees with your hands tied, sucking his dick. How does his dick taste, bro? That's how you doing it right now. I'm gonna just keep it at me. Why are you worrying about another person's life so bad? I'm just saying. Maybe you need to finally start being yourself.
However, the situation has already begun to change the dynamic within the video.
Get energy for every day. New iced or frozen Wawa rechargers. Gotta have a Wawa.
For example, in a recent live stream titled Opening 1,000 Mystery Art Boxes, Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way, and while everybody participated as usual, the energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it normally does. It felt as though there was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head, as opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's company. Maybe everybody was simply too busy opening packages, but Chris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like you.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind. Mr. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each member started to pay each other compliments.
Hey, nice shirt. Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Hey, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Nice shoes.
For the most part, the live stream was devoid of awkward moments. However, it would act as fodder for another...
I mean, I guess that was awkward, but if you watch like any classic MrBeast videos and stuff, they talk like that in the videos. Like, it's kind of like that awkward, like, dry humor. Like, they do that shit. Maybe it's an elephant in the room, who knows, but if you watch older MrBeast videos, you would know that they speak like that, bro. I don't know what the motherfucker's talking about. But okay, I digress.
100 million views worth of drama and criticism. Chris likely believes that people will slowly adapt to his new appearance over time, but is this really going to happen? Well, maybe. It's difficult to say as the situation is fairly unique, especially when considering Chris's reputation and influence. However, if Chris continues to transition, would it be unreasonable to say that he could jeopardize some of the personality traits which made him a successful member in the first place? Perhaps the opposite will happen, and he'll instead pick up new personality traits that better resonate with the current MrBeast audience. This was put forward in many comments supportive of Chris, who implied that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him, although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. MrBeast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority, although as we have seen, a situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as a benefit for the MrBeast brand.
Drama is good for growth, 100%. That would be an easy way to up my
So you're a keen star.
The problem is this type of situation is probably the last thing that MrBeast wants to attract, as he's forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating the situation without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation for MrBeast. I think Jimmy is in an inescapable situation. If he kicks out Chris, cancelled. If he don't, his channel will die for real. An inescapable situation is a pretty...
I don't think it's an inescapable situation. Y'all think his channel gonna die because he has Chris on there, bro? Y'all are some terrible people, bro. And if anything, bro, I don't think like he cares. Honestly, don't think he cares. I just feel as though like that's his homie. His homie wanted to transition into a woman. Is no big deal. Y'all motherfuckers be hating, bro. For what? For what? Making me sick. Who raised y'all?
a good way of describing the drama, which is also why it deserves the harsh label of being a nightmare. Jimmy has no option but to publicly express acceptance of Chris's transition, as silence or even worse, disapproval would come with obvious severe repercussions. However, in accepting Chris's transition, Jimmy implies that this will be the new normal within the content, thus annoying a different group of people, many of whom will never express their true feelings and may rather simply click on fewer MrBeast videos. If this is the case, Jimmy has no option but to accept this fate, as removing Chris from the videos in any kind of way could create an even more severe media firestorm. The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable. Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama.
That was a lot, bro. It's just like, I feel like people are just too much in the business, bro. It's like, I feel like they overthinking the situation, bro. At the end of the day, he's just a human being, bro. Or she, them. I don't know his pronouns. Their pronouns. Let me know in the comments below what Chris' pronouns are, so future reference. Two, to me, it's just like, how do I put it? It's just like, I don't understand that. Why? You get it? Like, I don't really care. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say this, bro, but y'all motherfuckers be too much into business, bro. If everyone just minded their business like they're supposed to, world would be a better place, bro. I'm trying to tell you. If you think about it, bro, if aliens touch down today, they not gonna care if you trans, black, white, gay, Asian, Hispanic, they not gonna care about that. If aliens want to come over and take over Earth, they gonna look at all of us the same. Y'all all are humans. That's all they're gonna think. Think about that next time. Hold up.
Yeah, bro.
Recording the video.
Let me know if you get any.
Alright. But like I was saying, they're gonna think of us all of aliens, bro. Like, I mean, aliens are gonna think that you're all humans. That's all it is, bro. But that's the end of this reaction video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell, and please hit that link in the description below. Follow the socials, share with a friend, and as always, y'all my smoochies. So this one's for you, cause you deserve a smooch. I bit my lip too hard.